Alright, buddy, here goes another lesson. Alright, so once you have the image imported into Inkscape, I will normally start with a trace. This is a manual trace, so what we're going to do is, or this is a recreation. So what I'm going to do is the draw Bezier. From here, we're just going to make points. Okay, you got to think of it as each section. So like this piece right here would be one section, this piece would be one section, and then each letter would be each section. So yeah, we can start. What I do is just click on each point. Curves, you can click, you'll get used to how to use curves and stuff, but I'll show you in a little bit on how to do this. So I'm just kind of making my points, because you'll see what I'll be doing in just a little bit. And then we'll get to the end. See, now it becomes one solid piece. So what I like to do here is, instead of working with a filled area, I will turn it into, I'll hold shift and click on a different color like blue or red, and that gives you the, that's called a stroke. And then once you do that, go ahead and click on this one right here. This is to make the black go away. Okay, so a lot of times you can just do that and then go to the next, technically go to the next one, and you know, just keep going from there. What you can do is, once you're finished with this one, we're going to click on this right here, edits paths by nodes, and from here, this is where we're going to start bending the line. So once you click on it, these nodes will pop up. You can grab those and move them around if you need to restructure them. So from here, you start grabbing spots and kind of like, you know, tracing it. You'll get used to using this piece right here. This is how you adjust your lines a little bit better. Let me see. So again, all we're doing is we're recreating the that back logo, because what we're going to do is then paint it, and you'll see how we do that as well. So you kind of just match up where the line, you know, match up the lines as best as you can. You'll start to figure out how to, like, if this is straight like that, then you'll get a straight curve. You know, see, watch, see how it curves. So yeah, again, you know, you'll have to, you know, play with this a little bit, and you'll have to get used to it. This one looks like it's round. Just like that. Bring that one up. Bring this one down. So as you can see, when I say I gotta recreate it or retrace it, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing one by one, each segment. So when we do the letters in a little bit, you'll see I'll have to do each letter one by one. So that sometimes that can get, you know, a little tedious. So yeah, it's not fast for sure, but it gets the job done. You know what I mean? Let me see. Okay. So we got those two. No, let me fix this. So we got those two done. What we want to do now is, I'll just make it a solid red. or let's just say green. See how there's still a red right there? If you go back to this square right here and you hold shift and you click on it, it gets rid of the red. So when you hold shift and you click on a color like red, green, I'm holding shift still, it gives you the stroke color. Okay, so now we just have the inside. Same thing with this one. We're going to change it to, let's just say blue, but we want to get rid of the red. Okay. Now let's say we want to combine those two shapes, right? What we want to do is, click on the arrow up here. Oops. Click on the arrow up here. Select this shape. Hold shift. Select this shape. And you're going to hit hold Control Shift and the plus sign. And now it just combined it. So now we got one shape. Or this is all one combined shape. Okay? So that basically is how to just do a quick, what do you call it? A quick recreation of that. So now we got to go do the letters. So I'll just do these real quick. Hopefully you can follow along or watch. So a lot of times also, I'll show you another technique. I actually made that letter as a logo, this A right here, for my uncle's little fitness brand that he wanted to start. So it's funny that I'm actually redrawing this. Even. So a lot of times what you can do is okay, so when you have multiple shapes that are similar, like let's just say A and A, you don't have to retrace this one. It says all you're going to do is hit Control, select it, hold Control, hit D. It duplicates it. You just drag it, and then boom. Now you don't have to draw another one. So like, if you have the same letters, let's just say P, right? P. We do P real quick. Let's go straight. Okay. Now P, because it has a center cutout, technically, we have to draw that too. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Alright, here's the so once you have P, if you made it blue and you make the outside one green, let's just say we're to get the cutout, you're gonna press or select the inside, hold shift, select the outside one, and then you're gonna hit or hold Control, the plus and the button right next to it, which is like the dash. If you hit those two together, now you just got to cut them, that center's cut out. Okay? So I did that. And you see how the P and the R look similar? Another trick. Grab that. Put it over that. Now let's draw freaking the R. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you have to fill these. Unfortunately, fill these in. Grab the two. So you select. So you're gonna select the bottom. Hold Shift. Select the regular P, and then you're going to hold Control Shift and the plus sign, and this combines it together. I know it's a lot, but yeah, that's how you get some of those. All right, so the O is pretty simple. What I'll do is I'll do the circle, hold Control Shift, click mouse, and then drag, and then this usually gives you a perfect circle. All right, let's make it centered. From here, to get the inside one, remember we have to do a cutout, so we'll duplicate that, hold Control D, and then from there you're going to hold Control Shift and drag the corner, and that gives you that center. Okay, see, if we filled that, that's what it looks like. If we filled the outside one, let's say with yellow, so if you hold Shift, click on the center, hold Control, plus sign, and then the dash right next to it. Did I do it? Yeah. Boom. Okay. Now for the for this, we can actually we can do the G2. So if we duplicate that and dragged it over, see how it kind of lines up? The G is a little different. I mean, right here would be the only spot that we would have to like mess with, I guess. I don't know if we want to. Yeah, I guess we can do all that. Okay. So what you can do is you can do this. Let's see. Let's cut this out. Okay. I want to say right about here to here. Now this is just the trick that I use. Again, the more you use this app, the more you're gonna figure it out, I guess. From here, you're gonna hit Control and then plus sign and then dash sign, and that cuts it out. Okay. So from here, I'm gonna draw from here to here to, let's make this horizontal, and then boom, reconnect it. Okay. So from here, you just gotta, try your best to line it up. Curve this one. That looks too wide. Alright, so what we do is do blue. See, we can do blue too. Okay, make sure we click on that, select this one, and then we're going to combine it, which is Control Shift plus sign. See, it's going to look a little off, but if we double click, I can get rid of this piece because we just combined it. Oops. See, that's still a dent. Okay. So let's delete one of these and make it more curved. Get rid of that. Get rid of this one. So that's the best we can get with the G. And then in the end, this one's all straight line, so this one's pretty simple. We're just gonna hit up each corner. Boom. That's it. Maybe lift this up a little bit. This one is probably, I'm just trying to make it even. Alright. So there you have it. So we're gonna click on all these letters. We're gonna hold Control Shift, hit the plus sign. Did that do it? Let me see. Control Shift, plus sign. Alright, so now it's all combined, okay? See if you change the color. See how it changes all of them at the same time? Oops. Let's change it there. So from here, this is where it's going to get a little tough, because let's combine it with this shape right here. So holding this, click on this, and then hold Shift, click on the top one. Now we're going to go Control Shift, plus sign. So now all of it's combined. So if we change colors here, it all changes at the same time. The only issue is, see, mobile detailing ink. I mean, depending on what font you can try to find one that's the same. A lot of times I'll try to do that. Let me change to like black or something. Let's go to text font. And then a lot of times I'll just simply I'll scroll through each freaking font just to find the closest one, man. Sometimes this takes a while. Obviously you can trace it, but I mean, that's each individual letter, so that actually takes up a long time. So I don't suggest that. If you can find one that matches the closest, then you're good to go. Let me see, that was Berlin. Yeah, I got a bunch of fonts too. Let's see, this one. Yeah. Let's try to find one. Definitely not these ones. Shit, I don't know. Anyways, what I'll do is I'll just make this, I'll show you the coloring spot. Oh man, please don't tell me it froze. Okay. Oh no. Sometimes because I have so much font, it freaking slows down my computer. Okay, we're good. Alright, so from here, we're going to go back to the fill and stroke section. This is where we're going to want to do from red to white, right? This is probably the gradient right here that we want to choose. This one's it goes from the center out. See, it doesn't look good here. So that's this one here. So what we want to do is stop color. We want red. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. And if you double click on it, you see how there's a right here, this piece, you can actually change the direction. So that'll be the top, and then this bottom piece right here, white, will be for the bottom. So we did that. Let me see. I don't know how to do the color. Yeah, let me move it. We don't want that. We want white. Fade. So if we double click this, if you click on this, see how it highlights it? Hit white. And then that'll do that. And then the top one, we'll click on that. Once it's highlighted, hit red. Okay. Now the reason why this is lighter is because this is too close to it, right? See how the closer? So if you brought this down more, or if you want white here, you bring this one down more so it gets more red. Like that. Boom. Is this white? Yeah, it's white. There you go. Hopefully that helps. It still looks pretty white. Yep. Hopefully that's what you were looking for. You know, looks pretty much the same. You just have to add in the mobile detailing ink. Again, it's easier to just type it in, use the font, and then match it up, right? So like, let's say this is 5.062. You just take the letter and then make it that. Boom. Change it to white. And now you got one logo. Alright, man. Hope that helps. Sorry it was a little bit of a long video. But yeah, it's, as you can see, like it takes work, it takes practice. Once you start learning how to do all the keys and stuff like that, it'll go a lot faster. So let me know if you have any questions, man. Later.